Scene script. Steve Jobs once said, "Death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it." These profound words introduce the topic at hand today. The great mystery of life and death. This subject, as daunting as it may seem, has piqued the curiosity of humankind since the dawn of time. Our existence, the journey from birth to death, is a road we all must travel, yet it remains shrouded in enigma. The cycle of life and death is a universal experience, yet it's uniquely personal. Every individual, every culture, every civilization has pondered the meaning of these twin pillars of existence. Why are we born? Why do we die? What happens in between, and more importantly, what happens after? These questions, while simple in their asking, hold complexities beyond our comprehension. Throughout this video, we'll explore a myriad of perspectives on life and death, each offering a distinct lens through which to view this age-old mystery. We'll delve into philosophical perspectives where great thinkers have grappled with the existential questions of our being. From the musings of ancient philosophers to the theories of modern scholars, we'll journey through the evolution of thought on this universal topic. Next, we'll turn to religious views, where faiths across the globe offer interpretations of life, death, and the possible existence of an afterlife. These beliefs, deeply ingrained in human culture, provide comfort, guidance, and a sense of purpose to billions of people. And finally, we'll explore the realm of science. Here, the tangible meets the intangible as researchers seek to understand the biological processes of life and death, the nature of consciousness, and the possibilities of what lies beyond our known universe. Despite the many theories and beliefs, the truth about life and death remains one of the greatest mysteries of our existence. From the dawn of civilization, philosophers have grappled with the question of life and death. In the vast expanse of philosophical thought, let's first turn our gaze towards the West. The ancient Greeks, for instance, had nuanced perspectives on life and death. Epicurus, a philosopher known for his hedonistic views, believed that death is the end of both the body and the soul, and should therefore not be feared. He argued that as death is the cessation of sensation, it brings neither pleasure nor pain, and thus should not be a source of anxiety. On the other hand, Socrates, another towering figure in Western philosophy, viewed life as a preparation for death. He believed in the immortality of the soul and saw death as a release from the physical confines of the body. Shifting our focus to the East, Buddhism offers a different perspective. Life and death are seen as intertwined, with death not being an end, but a continuation of life in another form. The ultimate goal is to break this cycle of rebirth and achieve nirvana, a state of ultimate liberation and bliss. In contrast, Confucianism, a philosophy deeply rooted in Chinese culture, emphasizes the importance of living a moral and ethical life. Death is seen as a natural part of existence, and the focus is placed on leading a life of virtue and righteousness. Meanwhile, the Indian philosophy of Vedanta proposes that life is a journey towards self-realization. Death is not the end, but a transition into a different state of being. As we traverse through these diverse philosophical landscapes, we see a shared quest to understand the mysteries of life and death. These perspectives, varying as they do, offer a glimpse into humanity's ceaseless search for meaning and purpose. They challenge us to question, to ponder, and to seek. Thus, philosophy offers a range of perspectives, inviting us to contemplate the purpose and inevitability of our existence. Religion, a cornerstone of human civilization, often provides solace and answers to the enigma of life and death. From the oldest faiths to the newer spiritual movements, religious views on life and death are as diverse as the cultures they spring from, each offering its unique perspective on the matter. Take, for instance, the concept of reincarnation, a central belief in religions like Hinduism and Buddhism. Here, life and death are seen as parts of a cyclical process, a constant transition of the soul from one existence to another. Each new life is a chance to learn, to grow, and to progress towards a higher spiritual state. Death, in this context, is not an end, but merely a pause, a spiritual rest before the soul embarks on its next journey. On the other hand, monotheistic religions such as Christianity, Islam, and Judaism posit the existence of an afterlife. Life is seen as a one-time journey, a trial period, if you will, where one's actions and deeds determine their fate in the afterlife. Death, therefore, is a doorway to a new and eternal existence in heaven or hell, based on the moral quality of the life lived. Then there are faiths like Zoroastrianism and certain sects of Christianity that hold a belief in resurrection. In these religions, death is a temporary state. They believe that, at a predetermined time, The dead will rise again, their bodies restored, and spiritual essence reanimated. Despite the variety, there's a common thread that weaves through these beliefs: the conviction that death is not an absolute end. Whether it's reincarnation, an afterlife, or resurrection, these religious perspectives offer a sense of continuity, a promise that life, in one form or another, goes on. These views, complex and diverse, aren't just abstract philosophies. They guide the actions, shape the morals, and provide comfort to billions of people around the world. They offer a sense of purpose, a meaning to life's trials and tribulations, and a soothing balm to the fear of death. Religious perspectives, diverse as they are, provide comfort and purpose to billions around the world. As we move into the age of science and reason, new theories about life and death continue to emerge. Let's delve into the realm of the scientific, where life and death are often seen as two sides of the same coin. At its core, life is a complex process involving an organism's ability to grow, reproduce, respond to stimuli, and adapt to its environment through natural selection. Death, on the other hand, is the conclusion of these processes. It's the cessation of all biological functions that sustain an organism. One fascinating scientific theory about life's origin is the RNA world hypothesis, which postulates that life began with simple RNA molecules that had the dual ability to store information and catalyze chemical reactions. These molecules eventually evolved into more complex life forms. As for death, scientists view it as an inevitable consequence of life. It's an essential part of evolution and natural selection. Those organisms best suited to their environment survive and reproduce, passing on their genes to the next generation, while those less fit do not. But what about consciousness, our sense of self? Some scientists propose that consciousness arises from the complex interactions of countless neurons in our brains. When these interactions cease at death, so too does our consciousness. And then there's the grander cosmic perspective. Some theories suggest that life isn't unique to Earth but could exist anywhere in the universe where the right conditions are met. This idea, known as the theory of panspermia, posits that life's building blocks could be spread across the cosmos, potentially seeding life elsewhere. And what of death on this cosmic scale? Well, just as stars are born, live, and eventually die, so too do galaxies and even the universe itself. Cosmologists theorize that the universe could one day experience its own form of death, whether through a big freeze, a big crunch, or a big rip. Science, in its quest for knowledge, offers a different lens through which to view the phenomena of life and death. Life and death, two constants in an ever-changing world, continue to intrigue, mystify, and inspire. As we've journeyed through this exploration, we've grappled with the profound mystery that is life and death, a topic that has captivated our species for millennia. We first delved into the realm of philosophy, where luminaries from Socrates to Nietzsche have offered their perspectives. Some see life as an opportunity for growth and learning, others as a fleeting, transient experience, while death is perceived as either an end or a new beginning. These philosophies, as varied as they are, all share a common thread: the quest for meaning. In the religious sphere, we found a vast spectrum of beliefs. From reincarnation in Buddhism to resurrection in Christianity, the concepts of life and death take on different hues. Yet, underneath these disparate views is a shared recognition of life's sanctity and the mystery of what lies beyond. We then ventured into the scientific theories, where life is seen as a complex biochemical process, and death as its inevitable cessation. Scientists, in their relentless pursuit of knowledge, continue to unravel the intricacies of our existence, yet the ultimate questions of why we live and why we die remain unanswered. Despite the diversity of perspectives, there's a shared understanding that life and death are integral parts of our existence. They're not just biological phenomena, but deeply interwoven into the fabric of our human experience. They stimulate our curiosity, provoke our fears, and most importantly, inspire us to cherish the precious moments we have. The lack of a definitive answer shouldn't deter us. Instead, it should encourage us to continue pondering, questioning, and exploring these fundamental aspects of our existence. As we navigate through our lives, these questions serve as guiding lights, helping us make sense of our journey. In the words of Albert Einstein, the fear of death is the most unjustified of all fears, for there's no risk of accident for someone who's dead. Perhaps the greatest lesson is to embrace the mystery and in doing so, fully embrace life itself.